Hello, FIFA Mobile community. Welcome to FIFA Mobile Live, episode 6 already. Isn't that something? How is it going, chat? I see chat already. I see a lot of names I'm recognizing. How you guys all doing? It's great to be here. Spending our nice Wednesday or Thursday for some of you. Hanging out here on Twitch, hanging out on the stream. Hello, hola. Good to see you guys. Bonjour. Good to be on the stream. So, how's everyone doing? How's summer going? How's summer celebration going? How are we all feeling? Hello. Doing good. That is good. So yeah, summer. How's everyone's summer doing? Amazing. That's great to hear. So I'm seeing questions coming in right away already, but I want to know, summer celebration, dub event, I agree. Came out of nowhere. Nobody was expecting it. Secret souvenirs, the MVP of the season so far. I'm going to go as far as saying secret souvenirs, the underdog story. No one expected, right? They came out of nowhere. I remember seeing posts about, oh, secret souvenirs are going to be in for just a few skill boosts, maybe a few silver players. But then came from nowhere for the win. I want to know, chat, what summer celebration players have you guys been going for? Who's going for the 101s, the 100s, 99s? There's a lot of choice. I still haven't made my choice yet. I'm waiting right until the end, until I can max out my secret souvenirs to see how many I can get. But I want to know, what did everyone go for? I see a lot of Varane. I mean, as a center back option, he's top notch. Also saw some Cruz. Nice. Sabitzer, actually. Surprising choice, but he's really good for head-to-head. I've been seeing some good reviews out there. De Vrij, very nice. Elite packs. Yeah, if that's what you want to go for, you can just open a ton of elite packs and try your hand at that. Conte, very nice. Conte looks unreal. I mean, I haven't come across him yet in a game, but I would be very, very scared if I saw him in the opponent's midfield. Havertz, it's a good choice. Ribery. I've been seeing people talking a little bit about how Ribery may not be the best for head-to-head, but I think he's got some decent stats, and then main first attack, he's all right. Let's see who else we got here. Yeah, there's some good choices, right? Laudrup is a good choice. Actually, I'll just mention that right away with the milestone information. So we're still working on that. We'll have some more updates shortly. However, if you did notice, there were some scouting tokens that went out the other day where we addressed that. So we're still keeping track of them, of those milestones. So don't have 100% confirmation on when, but we are working towards it. So I see that we're fully aware. So that is the Laudrup and the 750,000 coins. So we'll get that out of the way. But again, yeah, we'll keep you guys posted. We'll have updates on that real soon. So yeah, chat. Otherwise, Kalulu actually for a lower OVR from those celebration points players, actually pretty solid. Like, his pace is really good. And actually, as a player, he's kind of come out this past year out of nowhere. But yeah. Great. So I'm seeing also a lot of comments about heroes. No news yet on that I can share, unfortunately. So we'll keep you guys updated, but I have no news. So, chat, we've got a nice show for you guys. We have obviously everyone's favorite segment, highlights of the month, right? Everyone loves that. And then from there, we'll get into the real exciting stuff, what you guys are all here to see, which is Kickoff Rivalries. We'll just check through that card art video again if you haven't seen it for the player item video. From there, we'll check out the players. And then I've got kind of a special segment where we're going to have the game on my phone. We can check out the new event, and I'll be accompanied by a special guest to help us walk through the event. So we've got that. It'll be good. We'll end up with some giveaways as well. We've got some Kickoff Rivalries giveaway players. So overall, very exciting show for you. And really excited. So I'm gonna first kick off these highlights of the month clips. We'll let some more people come into the chat. I know you guys are all like the first ones here, but we want to give some people a little bit more time if they haven't seen the tweet yet. But we've got 3 videos this time. We're not doing 5, not doing 4. We got 3. So highlights of the month. We're gonna pull up our first clip. We should have it here. Some of these personally selected by yours truly. We got our first one here. So I remember the feedback from a few weeks ago. Chat really liked the more acrobatic goals. So I remember people were really voting for the scissor kicks and the bicycle kicks. And so I figured, you know what? This one came in, and this one is really solid. I haven't seen back-to-back ones. So we're gonna run through this one. Chat, I'm seeing some people putting some decent ratings. Let's move on to our next one after this. Again, another acrobatic goal. I feel like these ones look so nice when they come off. And this one I think was Ronaldinho getting with kind of like across his body. The replay doesn't show it super well, but I think this first shot will be good right here. See, it's pretty good. I'm seeing some good ratings. Seeing some 9s, some 8s coming in. All right, we'll move to our third one here, and then we'll do a vote in chat. So this kind of flick up here is more kind of it's a random occurrence for the most part, and then he just does the side to side, the lateral, or the lane change, and then a tidy finish. Personally, I was a big fan of that first one. Just I think having 2 acrobatic shots on the same play is kind of cool. Yeah, I know that first one is a little basic if you've done it before. It's just nicely timed with the defender coming forward. All right, so chat, we're gonna put a poll in here. We should get one up to have you guys all vote on the favorite clip of those. Was it A, B, or C? Let's see. Which one do you think was the nicest? I think, yeah, A was pretty solid. Wow, overwhelmingly so far. Seeing a lot of A. Yeah, I guess having 2 bicycle kicks, or the bicycle kick going into a scissor kick, is pretty rare. Great. So again, as we usually have our little plug here, if you think your goals were better, you can always submit it to highlights of the month. We've got our next one coming up, actually, the video for the end of this month. We are still taking applications. If you think your goal is amazing, it might find a way into end of this month's compilation. So go.ea.com/HOTM. You guys know where to go. We're just getting started in the stream, just nice and easy. Letting people come in. It's 8 past the hour. The goal number A, or the first one, 85%. That is overwhelmingly nice. All right, chat. So I think we've gone through highlights of the month, everyone's favorite section. But it's fun though. I like showing off the gameplay. There's some nice goals that come in, and it's always, you got to find a mix between like what's eye-catching and what's skillful. And I know last stream we had a couple like skillful goals where I remember there was one that guy started at halfway, really passed his way through, but everyone still voted for the acrobatic ones. So I think some people have different approaches to what's a good goal for them and what's a highlight. That's the whole point. So, so we've gone through highlights of the month. I know everyone here is excited to see Kickoff Rivalries. So we're gonna pull up our first video here. I'm pretty sure you guys have all seen it, but we're just going to do a little refresher here. The player item art for Kickoff Rivalries. The nice little line through it. There's actually a more fully fledged animation. That one's kind of like the more subdued one. And you'll see in the event as well, there's actually a second type of player item, which is transfer related. So that'll be kind of a nice little thing to see. I won't spoil it. You'll see it in the game and also on the banner. So I want to know first, chat, what is your first impressions of the player item? Are we getting a dub in the chat for our team? I think they do a pretty good job with these. This one came off pretty nicely. Dub. It's clean, right? Yeah, it's clean. It'll look good with some of these players. Yeah. Some people are mentioning domination. Yes, there's some very similar looks in terms of the color scheme. I mean, you can already tell kind of the background I'm using has some similarities there too. So I noticed people pointed that out right away. The domination look. Yeah, clean and nice. Great. So I think what we'll do here is we have our banner with some players. We'll show that. Check it out, everybody. Kickoff Rivalries. What you'll notice is there are two types of player items in this banner. So you're going to get your regular Kickoff Rivalries, guys like Harry Kane, Ilkay Gundogan, Rashford. And then if you notice, there'll be players like Pope and Guedes and Lenglet and Nunez and Lingard. Those are the transfer players. And Calvin Phillips and Diego Carlos. So it's kind of a mixture here, Kickoff Rivalries. There's going to be players from the new season in Europe, and players who have played and made an impact, and then you're going to get some of the transfers as well. So there's different sections to this event. So this first banner is all the players that are here in week 1. And the way it's going to work is different weeks will have different players from different leagues, as well as new transfer players that come in. So before everyone starts going, where's our guy Holland? Where's our new transfers? He'll be coming later. So this is kind of like the first batch of Kickoff Rivalries and Kickoff transfer players. So I'm seeing a lot of reactions in the chat. If you don't see the player who transferred this summer that you really want, fret not, he will be coming later. This is just the first look at it. So yeah, every week there'll be new leagues coming in. This is kind of our Premier League week starting off with, as you can tell. However, the transfers themselves won't be themed to the week. It just kind of turned out that this first week we had quite a few Premier League transfers like Nunez and Lingard and Phillips. So chat, I'm going to leave this up for just a second because I know you guys will all be taking the screenshots and getting ready, but I have something pretty fun, and that is the actual gameplay and the actual event on my phone. So I'm just going to get that set up for you all. Just give me a second here. Great, so I should have the gameplay kicked off here on my phone. Perfect, chat. So I'm seeing a lot of good reactions in here, but I want to get some more reactions for when I actually pull up the event on my phone, and I think I've got it ready right now. Look at this. We even got a new home screen look. Dubs in the chat, everybody, if you think it looks pretty nice. Our team does an amazing job with these backgrounds here. Looks really clean. And yes, I will have 100 million coins, 100 million gems in this. Had some fun with it. And as you can see here, the Kickoff Rivalries starter. So we have a little bit of a different format here for Kickoff Rivalries in terms of how we're going to walk through the event. So instead of just having Antoine here on stream walk you through it, before we actually get into the whole event, we have a special guest to help us walk through. So I want to introduce you all to Trey we have coming on. Welcome, Trey.
Hey there, Antoine. Thanks for having me here.
Hey, it's great to have you on. Everybody, Trey is a designer on the FIFA mobile team. Played a big part in Kickoff Rivalries. Really excited to have you on the stream here. We love your insight here on Kickoff Rivalries. If you want to kind of give us just a quick overview of like what is the event about? What is it all about?
So, as you said, my name is Trey. I am a designer on the team, and I have worked on making Kickoff Rivalries the next event for you guys, and hopefully that's a good thing. So, with this event right now, we're trying to bring forth the rivalries that we see in often the Premier League, the league, and trying to give you guys a new experience with that, with a lot of new players, a lot of new OVRs, and a lot more things to look forward to. So the big overview here is that you'll be seeing a lot of matches, a lot of offers, and a lot of things to work towards. So
that's great. Yeah,
Antoine?
Yeah, we're already in here. Chat's ready to go. We've got Kickoff Rivalries here, the main section. So yeah, take us through this first little bit. What am I going to do when I come into this event?
So as you see here, there's a couple skill game nodes that I got right in front of us. Those all refresh daily. Come through, play a couple skill games, see yourself get a little bit warmed up, and then after that we have some PvE matches where you can kind of face off against one of the rival teams. So in this one we have Man City and Man United. So we have it where there'll be some requirements to actually get into the matches. So there's the generic requirement of having 3 Premier League players on your lineup, right? But if you want to get a little bit more invested into this, you have the requirement for having 3 Man U players on your lineup against Man City, or alternatively, you have 3 Man City players on your lineup against Man U, to kind of give you that same feeling of actually going up against Man U with Man City and kind of showing them why the team you chose is the better team.
Got it. So I think chat will be very familiar with the format here of playing the skill games. As you can tell, everybody, there's some different currencies coming in here. Let's start from skill game 1 here and the rewards there. So Trey, what are you kind of seeing? Premier League points, what do I do with those? What does that mean?
So Premier League points are kind of the points for the first week, because the first week is a Premier League style themed week. So these Premier League points, you earn them from playing skill games and doing other things in the event, which you guys will soon see. And you take them to the reward chapter and you can kind of claim various rewards, including some awesome Premier League players.
Got it. So this is feeling a little bit like TOTS in terms of weekly points that are changing. And then I would assume Rivalries tickets is where you can trade them in for different points of your choice.
You are correct about that. So Rivalry tickets is similar to TOTS, where we can save them over the course of the whole event, and then you can kind of pick and choose which league and which players you want to go for with that. So you'll be getting Rivalries tickets throughout the event, primarily a lot through the main chapter in skill games, as well as you'll be getting them throughout exchanges and other locations that we'll soon show you.
Cool. And then Rivalries tokens, I assume it will have its own section here to use them in?
Yes. So Rivalries tokens are actually will be something you can spend in the KR offer section that you see on screen. There you'll be getting different leagues that will have a different pool of players to pick from. So similar to the rewards chapter, you can kind of spend that for some currencies, or you can spend it for those sweet players.
Sounds good. And then this one here is a little bit different. It's a transfer token. Where do I use these?
You got that right. So transfer tokens is actually set up for the Kickoff Transfers chapter, where you can spend these transfer tokens for transfer players. So with this event, as you said earlier, we do have 2 player types. We have the Rivalries players that kind of follow alongside the actual leagues, where they have to we have the Premier League players from Arsenal, from Manchester City, from Leeds, from Tottenham, and then you have the transfer players that have transferred over the course of the past transfer window. So here you can spend those for that gotcha section, and then you can go down a milestone path and earn more rewards that way.
Got it. Well, we're going to go into those chapters in a short bit so everyone can visually see what it is, but I know people are going to want to see these matches here. As you can tell, what Trey was referring to, you can have different lineup requirements. However, all 4 of these matches, they give out the same reward. So it's really up to you. You can only play one of them once per day, and then it refreshes. So basically, you come in, you do your skill games, and then you come in and play one of these 4 matches, which will be changing which will be refreshing daily. So as well, you can notice there is an ad for some tickets, and we got some extra stuff here. But I think what people want to see right away is the Premier League path. So it's very similar here. If you guys remember TOTS, it's kind of got a similar look to it with some milestones. It's got its own league pass we'll go into shortly. But then, like Trey was saying here, is you come in and you take your Premier League points and you're going to use them along the path. So these are all Premier League players here. We got Nketiah, Elliott, Fofana, Rodrigo, Sancho and Pickford, Kane and Gundogan. And one thing, Chad, I actually want to mention is these are all using the new kits from this season. So it's kind of a cool look to them. You'll recognize some of the new kits from your favorite teams. So let's also quickly go into the Premier League pass. Trey, I assume this works very similarly to other passes that we've done, like the TOTS pass and the summer pass as well.
Yep, very similar to the flight pass, as well as the tropical tour pass as well too that we saw in the past couple events we've had.
Got it. So yeah, you'll be getting your currencies. You got a couple players in there as well. This is just kind of the smaller pass that comes every week with a new league. And then there will also be the star pass we can go into later. But want to quickly here go into kickoff transfer section. So like we mentioned earlier, this event is a mixture of just players from Premier League, La Liga. Every week is a new league, but there also will be transfer players that are coming into this section. So if you remember from the previous part, you actually get these transfer tokens. There you go, transfer tokens from your main grind. And then you'll be actually using them here to get different rewards, including these players, these transfer players. And you can notice here that they all have kind of the different art where they're all transferred guys. We can see guys like Timo Werner, Guedes, Golini, Fernandez. And then as you are all mostly used to at this point with the milestone, as you use more of your tokens, you can then go down the milestone path to get more rewards. So fairly straightforward here, chat. I think you all have know how this works, and these will refresh actually every week. There'll be new ones, so that'll be kind of exciting. New transfer players coming in. So the other one as well wanted to go to here is actually the Kickoff Rivalries offers. So Trey, what this section is a little different than the other. Can you explain to us a little bit this one?
So like I said earlier, this section is more focused on the rivalries players rather than it is focused on the transfer players. So here you take your kickoff tokens and actually spend them here to earn currencies as well as players. With this, you'll also be able to do some exchanges to also get a chance at those players as well too, and earn more league points for the path. And on the right there was a little something called a pinnacle point that you can check out as well too.
Yeah, let's check it out. Pinnacle point. There's some exchanges here that come in. You can do these 4 times per week. They refresh weekly. Pinnacle points. I think Chad is probably a good idea where you're going to be using your pinnacle points.
Oh, I bet they do. But to give them a little bit more explanation. Yeah. Pinnacle points go for the pinnacle players, which will be our pinnacle transfer players for this event. Those will be coming up a little bit later, and they'll be a little bit spicy for you guys. I'm pretty sure you'll like them.
For sure. And here's just kind of a little look at the exchange, what players you're going to be using. So in this one, it's 92 plus Premier League players, a couple of them. So it's kind of a nice loop where you're going to be getting players from these offers and other parts, and you can use them then for pinnacle points. Which then further along, let's get you back into Kickoff Rivalries here. takes you into Pinnacle Transfer Players. So Trey, I'm assuming a lot of the big names might be in here. Might.
Oh, I can't say neither here nor there, but there's a possibility that they'll be here. And they'll be looking pretty awesome as well too.
Yeah, starting at 102 plus. And then as we mentioned, those pinnacle points, they're going to be starting at 850. So this is very similar to Tots Ultimate. If you guys all remember Tots, there'll be players coming in here in 35 days time. And then based on your progress in the event, you'll be taking them here and getting some really nice players. So these guys will look really good. We don't have them yet. Obviously, it's a little bit of a secret, but I think chat will be able to figure out who might be in there. And I have some good predictions. That's always the fun part, is seeing who is chat predicting to be in these kind of secret sections. So it'll be
I'm
good.
looking forward to seeing their guesses.
Yeah, likewise. So I think we had a couple more sections to go into here. One of them actually being Kickoff Rivalries matchups. So this is a cool one. I think chat's going to like this. Trey, can you kind of tell us like what was the inspiration for this chapter? What are we doing in here?
Been hearing a lot of feedback and just wanting to put that feedback to action. So we thought of putting up a setup to give players and users something that they want to have. So like for chat, here you can get some retro kits from the Premier League. So Antoine, if you could just go in there a little bit, you have all the retro kits from Man City, Liverpool, Leeds, and Spurs. But the key thing here is that the matches unlock one set per day, and there are rivalry matches where you can also earn Premier League points. So after you take a quick look at the kits here, you want to go to the matches. You see that this matchup right now is currently Man City versus Man U. The next one will unlock tomorrow, the next day, and then the one after that, the following day afterwards. But these ones are very special because you don't actually play with your current team. You play with a specific rival team. So if you go back to the Man City match and you hit swap and play, you'll see that you're actually playing as the Man U team versus Man City.
That's cool. So you're basically reenacting the rivalry matchup, but with the team of your choice.
Exactly. And it's kind of a little bit of a skill check to see if you actually got the moves to show off.
Sure, and we have the custom lineups in here that are updated. As you can see, chat, they're a little boosted too. We're using base items here, but they'll feel pretty good, I think.
Just
got
so
that
that
106 De Bruyne.
Yeah, but De Bruyne looking pretty nice over there. But just to let chat know as well too that each week will come with a new set of rivalry matchups for the specific leagues. So right, so this week it is Premier League, but then the following week after that will be the next league as well too.
Yeah, so you'll want to be finishing these matches within the week, similar to how the summer Europe match format worked.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I think I saw chat get pretty excited about these retro kits.
They do look
Should
pretty
be
good,
nice.
don't they?
So one other thing we want to kind of show off here is the Star Pass. So I know a lot of people ask about that. Check it out, everybody. We got that Roberto Carlos 103 OVR in the Star Pass. We got Alessandro Martinez there at the start. Got some logos, some players, some different rewards. Very much your expected Star Pass here. Should be exciting. Some new stadiums. And then all the way to the end here, we have Lukaku at the 90th level. And then you get your Roberto Carlos and your Pirlo at 100 for the premium. So a lot of similarities here, chat, to previous events, but there are some nice little changes along the way, notably like that matchups chapter, which will be really fun to play with different teams. I think also the transfer section should be kind of fun. Oh, hello, Mbappe. Thank you for walking us through this, Mbappe. Appreciate it. So yeah, that's kind of the exactly, yeah. So that's kind of the layout of the event. Also, I know chat will want to take a look at the players that are all in it. And I'm actually going to filter here by program so you guys can all tell who's in the event. These are the week 1 folks. So while we still have Trey on the show here, chat, were there any questions about the format? Were there any things that you kind of need to clarify? Actually, I'm just realizing I missed going to the exchanges section, which is actually a portion of the event that's pretty exciting. So you can still drop your questions. Trey and I will get to them right away, but actually forgot to show these off. So exchanges, by now, kind of a pivotal part of events, and these will come in every week and refresh. And what I'm really excited for is these 2 players in the exchanges. There's going to be 198 coming every single week, which will be fun to do. But the one thing to keep in mind here is we'll go to the Lingard one first, is you'll notice there's actually have to use transfer tokens within the exchange. So if you remember, transfer tokens were also used in that transfer section where you can open up that area to get some transfer players. So you could actually hold on to your transfer tokens and save them for an exchange if you like, because these requirements here, they will be related to the players themselves. So I don't mind actually showing these requirements here in stream because they're not extremely focused. Like they're still important to the player, but they're not like super specific with like a certain country and stuff. It's more just like league requirements. So there's this Lingard, and then we also have the Pope here, which will be 1,000. So just a heads up, if you are trying to go for the exchange players, make sure you hold on to those transfer tokens, or at least choose where you want to go. And just to let you guys know as well, these guys are non-auctionable. And then Trey, we got the different currencies in here, and these will be great. You can use some players and kind of flow those currencies back into the event if you want to trade in your players, right?
Exactly. Just a way for you guys to kind of get more currency so you can get more things out of this event. And also, you see we have a Premier League point. That will also be changing along with the weeks to the active or the latest league that's been released.
Exactly. And then the requirements as well will be catered to that.
Exactly.
So this is a pretty hefty event.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So chat, I think we've basically gone through the whole event here. There's a lot. Oh, actually, we missed one part, and that was the daily quests. It's easy to forget those. So we'll have some quests that come in here that you'll get some credit for that, the pass, as well as some points, some tokens, some transfer tokens, rivalries tokens. So fairly regular stuff here, scoring goals, playing some division rivals matches, the skill games, and you'll just be getting extra rewards here. So at this point, you guys kind of know how that works, and all feeds back into that path. So chat, that was a lot to take in. This is a fairly big event with some really exciting players coming up. I'm seeing a few people asking to show the stats. While I get into there though, were there any questions you guys had about the format, how we kind of like things move around in the event and where you're spending things? Like, what does that all make sense to you all? If you have any questions though, drop it in the chat. Trey and I will be more than happy to answer those. Let's see, how many skill matches out of the 4? So you play those 3 skill games, and then out of those 4 matches, you pick one. So it's your choice. They all give the same rewards. It's just they're a little different with different lineup requirements. It's basically up to you which one you want to do.
Yep, that is correct. And they all refresh daily, so you'll be getting a new match and new skill games.
So, chat, we got a little poll. What do you think about Kickoff Rivalries? Got a few options for you. Also pulling up some of the stats here of some players I saw people ask about. So got Lisandro Martinez here. Let's check out Nathan Ake. Got our guy Sancho, scored recently. That was a pretty crazy game. So, seeing some votes in the chat. That's great. Some good reactions so far. So, I'm seeing everyone kind of talking about the players here and putting a little vote there about the event. So I think we'll go through there. But Trey, really appreciate you coming on the show. This was awesome to walk through Kickoff Rivalries and have someone from the design team really give us that extra layer of depth. I think chat really appreciates it. It's great to have someone else on the show. It's been awesome. Thank you.
No, honestly, Antoine, thank you for having me here. It was an awesome time. Got to see chat, got to talk about the event, and looking forward to seeing them on head-to-head or VSA, whichever one they like to play best.
Yeah. Keep your eyes peeled for Trey coming at you in head-to-head. But yeah, thanks Trey for coming on. We'll sounds good. We'll catch you later.
Take it easy.
Bye-bye. Great. Dubs in the chat for Trey. Great job on the event here. Exciting stuff. So yeah, we looked here quickly at Sancho. Let's check over to Jordan Pickford here. R98. And then our guy Darwin. I'm just going to go through the summary stats. I'm not going to go through attributes because there's a lot of players here. So we wouldn't be able to go through everybody. But we can go through the summary here. Got Darwin Nunez at that 98. We got Jesse Lingard. He's the exchange guy at 98. Says someone wanted to see Porto. New Getafe right mid. Then we'll go over to World Cup 2014 hero Mario Götze, now playing at Eintracht Frankfurt. We got Enzo Fernandez here at Benfica at the 98. We get to the new CDM for Man City, Calvin Phillips. So yeah, Chad, if you didn't notice before, they're all wearing their new kits from this season. So almost all of these players have played in the new season. So we really tried to get these new photos in, and I think it looks really nice. Just kind of being able to kick off this event with the 22-23 kits showing here in these action shots. So we had Longley there. We're going to get over to Jordan Henderson here with Holding. And we got Pierluigi Golini, who's been over to a new club in Serie A. And we'll get to Diego Carlos here, the Brazilian over in Aston Villa, the 99. We'll check out Pope real quick. Moved from Burnley over to Newcastle. We've got Gonzalo Guedes here, along with all the other Portuguese folks in Wolves. Then we got Timo Werner, who moved back to Leipzig. It was actually in summer, so a lot of people would have his summer version. We got Lukaku back at Inter. And then we got Rashford, who also scored on the weekend, at 102 here, a left wing. And then we got Kane here along with Gundogan. And actually ended up having to level these guys up just to try it out. So he is at a plus, he's at 5 levels here. So his stats are a little extra than they usually are, but good looking item though for Harry Kane. And then Gundogan as well as the other one here. So I think we got most of them. I think some people probably want to see, I feel like Tolisso. Some people might be interested if you're getting some Ligue 1 players. Burak Yilmaz, now in the Eredivisie. moved on from Lille. It's actually testing my football knowledge here of how many can I get in terms of old club to new club. So De Ketelaere here went from Bruges over to AC Milan. He's a player to watch in the future. If you've watched him, he's really good. And then go Thomas Partey here, Arsenal CDM. So chat, this is kind of like, as I said, the first week of players. So a lot of the players that you've seen make transfers over the summer, they're going to be coming in future weeks as well, or the big name guys might be coming a little later as well. But I think you can figure out who's going to be coming. And also the transfer window is still open, so things are still changing. We have about a week or so to go. We don't know what's going to happen. So this kind of gives us the chance here to really adapt to real world footy and see what's going on. I'm seeing people, Roberto Carlos, that is a very good shout. I should get over to our Star Pass guy. So let's go all the way to the end here. Roberto Carlos at 103, the left back. Reactions. Look at those stats. Oof. We'll show the details on this one. It's got the 115 acceleration, 107, 108 for his standing and sliding. Some good reactions. Some just solid all-around item here. And you'll probably want to see his work rates are high, and he's got the 4-star weak foot. So yes, very solid. I'm seeing dubs in the chat. I would agree. This guy will be real good. I mean, he is 5'6", but as a left back, it's not a huge deal. And then if you're curious about Pirlo here at the 99. So 4-star. Should have some good passing stats, obviously. Yeah, some decent ones here. Short passing, long passing. And then he's got medium. I'm seeing a lot of people already talking about Carlos. I agree. He's going to be in a lot of teams. Should be good, right? Oh yeah, we wanted to check out Skulls if some folks are interested. Where was it here? There we go. We were in the Premier League chapter. There we go. Mbappe showing us how it's done. So we got Paul Scholes here, the 105 prime. He's got 4-star, 128 passing is absurd. But geez, this looks, yeah. I mean, it's a prime icon, chat. He's got high, medium. He is, yes, very, very good looking as a prime icon. And then we got Lineker here as the enhanced for Leicester there. Yeah, solid striker here if you're in need of an enhanced icon. And then I think we looked through here for most of these. Actually, I don't think we looked at Fofana. As a 95, I don't know if many people in the chat here are really going to be giving him a second look, but still worth a shout if you're looking for a 95. Fairly tall player, medium. It's got some good stats, at least for the 95. Somewhat pacey, but I think you can get some other guys in summer that might be a little more exciting. Let's see, were we missing anyone else here that we wanted to check out? Dwight McNeil, Burnley over, Saiss from Wolves. We had Ramsey now playing for Nice along with Schmeichel, which is kind of interesting. Those two going to Nice. Mingueza from Barca. We got Matic here joining up with his old coach. So there's my ball knowledge for you guys. And then in the matchups here, I think what we're going to do, chat, because I think we've run through almost all the players here. Was there anyone that I missed in terms of players that we wanted to look at here from the list? I think I covered most of them, but do highlight that in chat if anyone wants me to go to someone specific. And also, if you missed someone that we went to previously, you can just rewatch the Twitch, and we'll post it on YouTube as well. And then people, I'm sure, will have screenshots. So yeah, we went through Lukaku, Nunez, Sancho. We looked at those guys already. Do you want to see Loftus-Cheek? Sure, we can look at Ruben Loftus-Cheek. as the 95 right mid here. If you're interested, I think as a right mid, I don't know if he really fits the meta that people are really playing with, but if he's a player you like or you're building that Chelsea squad, I guess it could fit. So chat, I'm just gonna take a quick break here. I'm gonna leave my gameplay on. That was a lot to digest in that event. There's a lot to go on, to go through. You obviously do your skill games, you play your match at the end. You're going to take those currencies and you're going to put them into the transfer one or the league offer one. And then from there's different milestones. You can be doing your quests. And then for the really fun part is coming into that weekly rivalries matchup section, which I think will be really fun. And it kind of a throwback to what we've done with events last year and before was coming in and being able to, all right, thank you, Mbappe. Is to come into these matchups and play with different teams. Like the base teams will be really fun. Like being able to come in here and just select the team and it'll feel different. And I think that'll be the fun thing. And as these new leagues come in, there'll be new custom lineups coming in. So that'll be really fun. And then, yeah, these will open up new ones every day, just like summer. And then you'll have to complete them within the week to get the full rewards. And then if you guys missed it, we had the retro kits, and we'll look to have retro kits for future leagues as well. We may not have them for every single league, just based on what we have available, but I know we had 4 Premier League retro kits, so the team really wanted to have these in this event because it fit really well. And I know some of you really want to have these kits, like the Man City one or that Liverpool one look really nice. Right? Retro kits are a big dub. I'm happy to see those in here. In terms of like the updated kits in game, those are going to be coming in the future. I don't have an update on that just yet. But in the meantime, though, you'll have cool retro kits to equip, which will be fun. So chat, what we're going to do, we're kind of getting to that time where it's getting close to giveaway time. But before I put that giveaway stuff on screen and before chat becomes just hashtags all over the place, I just want to open up a few of these just to give you guys an idea. So I'm just we're gonna use my plentiful gems here. My crazy amount of gems. You know, gotta flex those amounts a little bit on stream, you know? And then we're gonna open up, how many can I open up here? That is too many. Let's see, do 25? Oh, do 24. Perfect. So I know some people were talking about, oh, we got this. Who is this? Boom. There's a little bit of a weird little lag there, but this is kind of the walkout we're looking at. So it's not as smooth on my device here because it's not kind of the live one. So that was why it was a little bit not smooth there. But yeah, just a little look at the walkout. It's kind of different. And I got 2 parties in that one for when I opened a lot of those offers. But yeah, chat, I can see already people know the drill at this point. They're dropping in hashtag rivalries. You guys are good at this point. You know what it's going to be. Like, I think 2 weeks ago, people were doing the hashtag. 4 weeks ago, people knew. So you guys are already there. What you don't know, though, is who are the 2 giveaway players. And that's where I come in. Now, I'm going to let you guys know that it's going to be Harry Kane and Gundogan. Those are the 2 giveaway players. So choice of those 2. So I'm going to stay on screen here. And we're going to basically run our giveaways. But in the meantime, while I do that, what I want to do actually is play a few of these matchups, just to show you guys how it looks. And I'm actually curious to see how it feels playing with some of these base teams that are a little bit boosted. So yes, it's going to be your choice between Kane and Gundogan. You get to choose which giveaway version you want. And we're going to run 5 giveaways. We got 5 giveaway players. Drop the hashtag rivalries in chat. You get to watch me play some. Oh, I forgot to actually equip. It's going to be using the kit that you choose. So this is a little weird. I'm going to actually quit here because it's going to look bizarre. So I actually had Chelsea as my as my team when I set up the crest. So I'm actually going to change that because it looks really weird to have that playing as Manchester United. So 1 second. I'm just going to quickly change my crest here to B-Band City so then I can play the other game here. So great, we got our first giveaway winner coming in here pretty soon. And then yeah, actually this lineup will probably, I noticed there's a certain player on there that might have to be adjusted, but otherwise these are kind of going to be base lineups here. We have our first winner though. Congrats to DHYAUL22 Dial. You get your choice of Kane or Gundogan. Those are the rivalries giveaway players. So we got 4 more to go. You guys are dropping that in chat. And then I finally got the kit set up nicely. So I'm actually using the City kit and I'm playing against United. Down 1 goal here at halftime. So actually, I haven't unlocked skill moves yet on this account. So I'm just going to be using the regular skill moves. Oh, let's see. So that's why you're probably noticing that it's not showing the skill moves. So we will have the second giveaway winner coming up soon. Oh, that's a great save there by De Gea. So I gotta say, like, playing with these base teams, it feels a little different. It's just kind of, if you remember, what's it called, league matchups from last season. Chat, do you guys remember that, playing with those base teams in like head to head? It's got kind of that feel to it, which is kind of fun. Obviously, these are AI matches, but still. So we got that first. We had that first giveaway winner, and then we got our second one here on screen, which is CSGEAUXBA. So congrats. Let's see if I can actually manufacture a goal here on stream. I actually got to focus. These aren't super straightforward. With De Bruyne, though, it should be. There we go. And we got our third winner as well coming up. Oh, good tackle there. So we got our third winner here is VNNTTH. Oh, let's see if we finesse it in. Oh, just wide. So again, chat, hashtag rivalries. You guys are doing a great job in there. Ooh, good tackle here. Let's see, can I do the finesse? Nice. So I don't think these AI matches are too difficult, but I think they're still they're a little challenging. I mean, obviously they're not like super tough where you're going to be like that Atletico match from a while ago. It's not that level. So like you're going to be able to complete these, but I don't feel like these are auto playable really in terms of the difficulty level. Maybe if you get a decent lead, it might be, but overall I feel like I actually still had to try with these. So it's kind of nice. And I think we got our fourth giveaway winner. Yep, there we have it. We have Fiction_B, our fourth winner. So that means we got one more to give. One more giveaway to draw for here. And that's, again, Kane or Gundogan. Surprisingly, actually, I think Gundogan has 2 goals on the season this year. He's been actually pretty active for City so far. I'm trying to think, has Kane scored this season? I feel like he got ahead on that one against Chelsea, but it was actually an own goal. Maybe I'm blanking on another goal he scored, but I know Tottenham have actually looked pretty solid so far. Yeah, actually, there's no stun on these defenders, surprisingly. So we have our 5th and final winner coming up pretty soon. There we have it on screen. It is going to be Hubie5_. That was our 5th and final winner for Rivalries. As we usually do, a lot of the creators, Discord, Reddit, will be hosting more giveaways, so this will not be the only chance to get those Rivalries giveaway players if you so desire. But it'll be fun. You get a choice of these 2, and then we'll look to have future giveaway players as well in other parts of Rivalries, so it'll be fun. And then, as you can see here, I got my 1,000 Premier League points, and you get to play both sides of it. So it's actually quite a few matches over the week, but you can complete it whenever you want once they unlock. So, chat, that was a look at the Kickoff Rivalries event. I think it's solid. There's a lot of good stuff to play here. There's actually a good amount of gameplay. The grind isn't crazy. You're just playing a few skill games in a match. You got your quests that aren't over the top. And then what I'm excited for is kind of this exchange section in terms of some of those players. I'm hoping for some in a few weeks where I can actually just go for the 100 or the 98 at a reasonable amount. So yeah, I was seeing some dubs in the chat. I think we got something solid underway. We'll have our guide to go out with all the details. And then again, obviously you can rewatch the stream if you miss something. But yeah, chat, I think that kind of like we're just coming up on the hour mark here. We've gone through a lot. We had Trey come on, which is awesome. I'm really excited to have someone from the design team come on and showcase the event to you guys, because they've been working really hard. They put some awesome work together. And as you can see here, them combined, the art team, a bunch of people on the team put this whole event together. It's pretty crazy to see. And then we get to look at it on stream here, and you guys get to play it tomorrow. So yeah, pretty excited. So chat, before we wrap up, actually, I just wanted to give just a quick mention here again about the Law Drop milestone. It's just we're still tracking that in terms of your progress on the milestone, and we'll have more details on what that looks like after the event. So if you are worried about that, we did put those 300 scouting tokens as kind of like the first little bit, and then we'll have something later that we're still working towards. But yeah, hang tight. We'll have more information there. And the guide, I gotta actually see what if we can get the guide out today. If not, it'll be early tomorrow. But for the most part, I think we covered most of this. It'll just be like the calculations if people want it, like the exact amount of currency in every node, that kind of thing, or like what you're getting from all the main grind, and then the matchups and all that stuff. It's kind of easier than looking through a stream and trying to figure it out. So yeah, we'll look to get the guide. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming on stream. This hour flew by, I have to say. It's always a pleasure being on Twitch with you guys. It's fun. We're only on episode 6, but it feels like this has just flown by. So it's been great. I see a lot of names I recognize in chat, which is awesome, and it's kind of fun. I really enjoy these. So that's gonna kind of be a wrap on the show for today. Appreciate you guys tuning in. It was great. I had a lot of fun, and looking forward to the next one in a couple weeks time. But what I'm more looking forward to actually is the event, this Kickoff Rivalries event. There's a lot of players I'm excited to put in there. So anyways, chat, that wraps it up. Thanks again for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you later. See y'all. Bye-bye.